Good afternoon, my fellow. I forgot how it goes. Hold on. Good afternoon. Hold on. Um, hmm. Good afternoon, my fellow park enthusiasts. Welcome back to my stream. Okay. So I'm gonna train my dash, something I did during my last stream. I'm thinking maybe if I level up dash, maybe Ponyta will show up in the Meadow Zone. I don't have enough berries for the final upgrade, so we'll see if it's necessary. Hopefully we'll get by just fine without it. We were going to start the Haunted Zone and all of its adventures today, but more important than that is checking up on the Ponyta situation. Now, the Ponyta in the meeting place said that as we train our dash, that she might want to challenge us to a skill game. Classic me, not reading the full prompt. So we had to train our dash, and it seems that was the missing piece. Ooh. So, glad that we were able to figure that out. It was rather distressing during our previous stream when we were just wandering around and nothing really seemed to be working out for us. But yeah, look at that. Finally found Ponyta. Might as well make a couple other friends while we're here. We're gonna need a good number of them in order to play Rotom's Attraction, which I don't know if that's gonna happen in this stream. Maybe it will. Pretty sure we need 65 friends to play with Flareon, so we're not going to do that. Seems like Ninetales and Ponyta run the same gimmick when it comes to chase. You're better equipped this time. Had the invaluable experience of the Ponyta chase sequence. Yeah, Ninetales was no match. Alright, let's head all the way down to the Haunted Zone. Did you know that today is not only a Wednesday, but it's also the 17th? 17th of the month, that is. And those in the know should be aware that the 17th comes after the 16th of the month, that is. So anyway, just, I don't know, thought someone might appreciate that. The days are passing. Every day is after the day that came before. You could even say that it's a day that happened because of the day before. Unless you could otherwise prove that the 17th can happen without the 16th to precede it. We already played this game. What are we doing? Could use some extra berries. I mean, we already paid the fee for the attraction, so here I am just throwing out money. Oh yeah, we could use a few more friends, but there aren't that many easy friends to make here. Electrode and Metapod, Kakuna. None of them want to be friends with us. At least not for the time being. I think Stunky is the same, so we're just gonna head right on in, I suppose. So I don't really have any, you know, important things to check up on as far as game details. At least not like I did last stream with Sudowoodo's cutscene and, you know, Ponyta's whereabouts. So this stream is gonna be, I wouldn't say directionless. We do have to follow the game's general pathways, you know, as far as the story goes, that is. But other than that, kind of just make friends with whoever we want, and you know, that's how life should be, right? What am I talking about? Gengar. 85, okay. I wasn't sure how many friends we needed in order to play with Gengar. I had a feeling it was around 90, but 85? Yeah, we're not going to be making friends with him this time around. I don't think we're going to need that many friends until play Salamance's attraction. As a matter of fact, I don't even know if we need that many friends to beat the game. Salamence, you need 75, maybe 80 friends. So Gengar standards are they're pretty high, comparatively speaking. Alright, now that we have our ghastly little friend, we can have a bit of an easier time with Dusknoir's attraction here. I'm really not a fan of how the controller vibrates every time you bump into one of the obstacles in this attraction. But thankfully, you do get the option to turn it off. Turn off the rumble, so that is of course what I've done back when I first started the save file. Still feeling a bit congested. I was congested when I took my break last month, and I'm still congested now after coming back. What's that all about? What's that about? Give me a second. Excuse me, I had to sneeze. Yeah, been feeling the congestion for a long time. Even when I was taking my break from streaming, it would simply not relent. This is the worst thing I've gone through in my life. Congestion. Congestion-wise. Strictly congestion-wise. Alright, so we're gonna go get some threads from Spinarak. I don't think we can talk to Spinarak now, or at the very least I don't think we can get in the room because the doors aren't open yet. So let's go talk to Duskull first. I mean, it's nice to, you know, be more, yeah, I don't know what I was gonna say. It's nice to be more familiar with those aspects of the game and its progression. Knowing which doors open up when, that way can be a bit more efficient. I mean, played the game so many times that not really much left to see as far as new, not even, as far as, as far as doors go. Really interesting topic. I'm a big fan of doors, especially the ones here with the jewels in them. I'm a big fan of doors. So there's really not much left for me to explore as far as the doors go. But I can further familiarize myself with them by testing my knowledge and going to actually check on them. You know, before the point in the story that I'm supposed to enter, just to see if they're open. Just to see if they're open. Clearly, they were not open, and we needed a friend to come help me open them. I mean, I say come help, but I didn't do anything. I did nothing. So it wasn't really helping me, it was doing it for me. Which is in itself kind of help. Nice foreshadowing to the fact that Abra will show up in the meeting zone. It's nice. So I'm pretty sure Breloom is unaffected by Thunderbolt. Yeah, look at that. I don't know how he does it. Alright, give me a second. I just thought of a good trivia question. Wanted to write it down before I forget. So I saw quite a bit of my parents while I was taking my break from streaming, and they're all talking about how old my phone is. It was really kind of a shaming ritual, honestly. They're saying, "Man, your phone is so old. You're such a loser for having an old phone." And I was like, "Yeah." That's basically how it went. Maybe not word for word, but this is the general vibe, right? And so, I don't know. They're talking about I should get an upgrade. And they said that they would help me work out the process to getting an upgrade. But I do not think their help would be all of that helpful. And, God bless them. I appreciate the sentiment and the offer, but they're both 70 plus years old, and I could not possibly, could not, what am I trying to say? Could not possibly rely on them in matters related to customer service. Maybe it's a generation thing, but they tend to have slightly shorter fuses than normal when it comes to speaking on the phone. And I really don't want to go to an Apple store or something and get ripped off. So I'm not going to a store with them. I'm not letting them talk on my behalf on the phone. So really, my only option was to turn down their offer. Yeah, also, I think, given their age, they're a bit more vulnerable to, to scams and stuff like that. And I want to be really careful if I ever were to upgrade my device. Which, honestly, after being shamed so much, I'm considering it. Definitely not the first time that my phone has been addressed by friends and acquaintances, the like. This phone was broken in a... Sorry, I had to read it in a voice to actually... If I don't read it in the voice, then my literacy rate isn't high enough to comprehend what's on the screen. I do wonder if this book only acts as a key, or... I mean, surely not, right? It's gotta have actual text and writing. But I wonder what it's about. It's the only not discolored book in this library, so it's probably the most interesting too, right? You would think. How many friends? Ooh, I'm short. I already know I'm short. I need to go back and make a few more friends before I take on the attraction. Should have made friends with Magnezone, maybe? Or maybe I could make friends with Electabuzz. One of those Pokemon that can take out the Ghastly in one hit. Or the Haunter, I mean. Let me think. First I have to make friends with Elekid, right? So let me go ahead and make my way down here.
Ghastly.
Alright, Lekid is somewhere. It might be around the corner down here. I have to go and check. Don't have my headset. I don't have the volume on, so I don't have the audio cues to help me out. I said that last stream too. Of course, I don't expect any of you to have tuned into the last stream. It was a real stinker, so no pressure to go back and watch the VOD or anything, but little lore update is that I wasn't wearing my headset in the last stream.
Ghastly.
Hope I'm not wrong about Electabuzz. I'm pretty sure you can take out the Haunter quickly, but I'm not sure. I know in the past we've had our good friend Magnezone take care of it for us. Or maybe even Gengar, but we don't have enough friends to talk to Gengar. And Magnezone is all the way in the Cavern Zone. Long way, long journey. So I'm just gonna see if maybe Electabuzz is just as proficient when it comes to warding off the ghosties. We'll see. We'll see. Oh, goodness me. Let me get hydrated. Oh, wait. Okay, turns out we were already friends with Magnezone. Well, we need to make the friends anyway in order to reach the threshold for, you know. Yeah. I think I need somewhere around 5,000 to 6,000. I can tell based on the radar that there's some coming up behind me. Okay. So next up on the list of things to take care of. I don't even have to say it. Y'all know where I'm going next. The meeting place. It's the meeting place. Well, I didn't have to say it, but figured if no one said anything, it might get a bit awkward. But we're going to the meeting place. After the meeting place is the granite zone. Probably not going to get any further than that today, so we'll just we'll keep it brief. We've already done a good amount of progress for the stream, so gonna finish things up here and move on.
Ghastly. Ghastly.
While we're here, might as well make friends with Metapod. Should be an easy friend to make. Don't have to play as many skill games in the future. Oop. Alright. I'll go ahead and end the stream here. We can tackle the meeting place next time. But, yeah, that's gonna be all. Please hydrate, take heart, and take care of yourself in the days to come.